Okay, so 3/4 year check-in part 3. Okay, so now I've gone through everything that's happened this year, everything what I believe made the difference, what worked, okay? What did not work, and I kind of touched on this in the last video, was trying to fake the funk. And the reason I say, and I wasn't even trying, this was just survival. By accepting a job I knew didn't smell right from the get-go. And it wasn't just me, okay? I was getting too many false starts, and I was getting too much conflicting communication. The whole thing did not smell right. But I proceeded simply because I did not have, or at least see, too many other options at the time, okay? But as we all know, it was not about the job. I was being pushed in another direction for completely different reasons. And the more my husband and I talk about it, the more we think, and the more I think, I realize there is no other way, not just by accepting the job, but if the parent who is now my neighbor had not offered that suite for me to rent, there is no way we would have met. This place has no public transportation. We do not frequent the same places. As a single female, there's just not too many other ways that we would have met. So definitely trying to fake the funk, okay? Now, the other interesting thing that I find interesting, if I have to say what worked, and I'm just getting this now from my husband, actually probably about 6 weeks ago. He says to me every now and then, we go for a picnic on some of his little secret spots, and he'll say, okay, let's run into the grocery store and grab some cheese and some fruit and some wine and head out to, typical French countryside habitat. And I said, sure. And he turns to me and says, oh, honey, that's why I love you, because you're so uncomplicated. And I just had to chuckle, because I don't know too many people who would describe me as uncomplicated and simple. I have never in my life been associated that way. As a matter of fact, people have described me as high maintenance or whatever the case is. And for me, I always saw it as I'm high maintenance because I have a plan and I'm focused on my plan. However, when life got so overwhelming and so just so overwhelming, I could barely breathe. I just literally just sat back, breathed, and said, sure, why not? So again, what probably made the difference was relaxing and opening myself up to saying yes, okay? Because the other things were just taking way too much out of me. So to wrap this up, I would have to say that going forward, I have some other goals. But the more I look at my life and everything that's changed and all these beautiful blessings that come in, none of them were actual goals. None of them. And none of them were goals. But so many beautiful surprises have taken shape. And I'm not wearing my wedding ring at the moment because it's actually too big at the moment. But that's fine. Another story. So moving forward, my goal is to perfect my French. Absolutely perfect my French, and particularly these pronouns are driving me crazy, and these reflective pronouns. And honestly, just continue to deepen my connection with my husband and continue to get my story out there. So hope this helps. Hope you enjoy, and thanks for tuning in.